All right, my name is Kevin Stevens. I'm a software engineer at Engineered. I'm going to talk about my experiences both in theater and as a professional software developer. This is about the briefest bio I can possibly give you. This is me. I have a degree in computer science, a degree in acting, and I worked for Siegfried and Roy. I used to spend summers at the Colorado Shakespeare Festival just up the road working summers in theater there. And I'm always amazed at how much I've learned in theater applies to software, so I want to talk a little bit about that. I'm often asked what's the biggest difference between theater and software engineering, and I usually say that there's a lot less hugging in engineering, but then I started working for Wayne. That's a direct quote from my daughter, by the way. I want to talk specifically about improvisational theater. Improvisational theater looks chaotic, but there are an underlying series of rules that you have to follow. They're not meant to constrain them, meant to open you up to the ideas of others. And hopefully those ideas can make your team and possibly your code a little bit better. And the first idea is just say yes. And what I mean by that is that you need to be open and honest and receptive to the ideas of others on your team. Let's talk a little bit more about what that means. And by the way, anyone here get this prog rock joke? Yeah, everyone about my age. AARP cards for everyone. Tina Fey in her book Bossypants talks about this. The first rule of improvisation is agree. Always agree and say yes. When you're improvising, that means that you are required. It's not an option. You are required to agree with whatever your partner has created. For instance, if I say this is a gun, you're not allowed to say that's your finger, because then you've brought everything to the wall. Everything grinds to a halt. So one objection I get to this rule is I really need to tell people that they're wrong. And I'm not saying you can't tell people that they're wrong. I'm saying that the way you do it matters. So what I say is it's not just yes, it's yes and. That means if you have something to add to their idea, you do. If they're about to make a mistake with a junior engineer, don't say no because, no, you're stupid. Say yes, I can see why you might think that, but here's why we need to do something a little bit differently. Comes to our next rule, everyone plays. You, no matter who you are just as entitled to be silly and stupid and offer idiotic ideas as everyone else. A lot of great products started out as someone else's stupid idea. Let's talk a little bit about my heroes here. Stephen Colbert, I don't think you can see all this, but what he talks about is that you are not the most important person in the scene. But it says like, everyone else is. And if they're the most important person in the scene, you will help and serve them. But the good news is that you are in the scene too. Therefore, everyone else in the scene will help and serve you. So you're all leading each other, you're all following each other, because you cannot win improv. And like improvisation in theater, you cannot win your life. Everyone's just making up things as they go along. So, what that means is, if everyone in your teams acts as if their teammates are more important than they are, you create an environment of support and giving and progress. What this means in practice is, when someone asks you a question, don't send them to Google, which is a bit of a jerk move in any case. Act as if their problems are at least as important as, if not more important as yours, and then when you have a problem, they'll act the same way. What I'm saying in the end is, no more rock stars, ninjas, or superheroes. This is my favorite professor from school. Yes, you may have a passion, but your passion may be a stupid idea. Remember, Johnny Depp thought playing Tonto was a good idea. And lastly, if you're working for money, you'll always be overpaid. Underpaid. Thank you.